feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months.
Sanwanan Dumalang, hello, my name is Malwande and welcome to my channel. Let's get these braids done. It was like a mess, but it is pre-parting that I started last night. As a matter of fact, I already have 3 braids from last night. The excitement got the better of me and I've started pre-parting. Last night I went to bed like this, as well as my front sections and the rest of the back section that I still need to pre-part. Let's show you how I did that. This is the mirror from my Temu haul. If you haven't seen that, please check out that video. So yeah, it is hanging on a door. This is the middle panel. That is a side panel. Second side panel. So right now I have it folded and I am in the middle of the 2 panels opposite the middle panel, and that is how I can see my head. Struggling to show this via filming, but I can see my head over there. Here. I can see the back of my head right there. I'm someone who's been braiding her own hair for about 8 years. And when I tell you that pre-parting or parting has never been this easy because of that mirror. The cornrow hairstyles I'm about to do that I could not do on myself for all these years because of the battle of opening perfectly straight lines on my own head. The things I'm about to do. Yo, if this is not your sign, you'll never have another sign. I love that mirror. Life-changing for anybody who braids themselves or cuts their own hair. Life-changing. This is my setup. I do have a video up where I gave a tutorial on how exactly I do this method of laying out my hair. This is the blend that I made. Absolutely love it. These are the colors I'm using. It is color 4, color 340, as well as color 30 by Expression. To do a knotless braid, I take my section of hair and I divide it into 3. Just like this, I'll have 3 pieces. Then I use my thumb and index, switch the piece over, and that is where I insert a piece of hair fiber. And I switch over to the other hand. Exactly as you can see me doing. This is kind of hard for me to explain. I'm trying, but it is very hard to explain. Anyway, I just keep switching sides, add fiber, switch sides, add fiber. It's essentially the same process that you would use if you were doing a 3-strand braid just with your own hair, except every time you switch over, you get to add a piece of hair fiber. This is what makes the braid knotless. It is because it doesn't start off with all of the hair fiber in the beginning. You kind of gradually add it, therefore you don't end up with the knots at the base of your head. I found that this method of braids ends up giving you a lighter feel on your scalp. That was real time. This is now fast forwarding because girl, we got to go. Now we're gonna add in hair for the ombre effect. So there you see me. You want to make sure that it's the normal method that you were doing for braiding, except you're going to take a pause and add in hair. There, as you can see me doing, I switched over. So you want to make sure that you just continue as normal so that you are able to create this seamless, invisible added hair type of effect, you know, so that we can't tell where you added the additional hair. It just looks like a seamless ombre look. I braided down a bit. Now I'm adding in another piece of hair, and you'll get to see me do this again. A piece of hair wherever I was going to be normally braiding down, push it up so that it doesn't slip out, and then proceed to braid as normal. So I keep on going down up until I can feel that the thickness of the braid is starting to decrease, and that is my cue to add in another piece of hair until I reach my desired length. Once I get to the end, I seal my braid by twisting all the way down to prevent it from unraveling.
This verse starts as my snipers hit their marks and your guards fall down from a rifle to the heart like clap, clap. Let them fall slow. I know you had your fears, you could let them all go. And most women are motivated, so I act accordingly. But this is so refreshing that it means a lot.
Although my hair was freshly washed and well moisturized, I make sure to go in with a little more moisture because my hair tends to get dry really quickly. I want to make sure it is properly moisturized under these braids. So I was using the My Natural Hair Moisturizing Butter, and this is the one time that I get to comb my hair with a rat tail comb. I love this feeling. I can't even explain it. I do not miss this opportunity every time it's time for braids. And a quick length check. It is now the next day, and we're going to continue with this mission. So this is what I've braided so far, and this is my next section of pre-parted hair. I think I've just realized the reason why in all these years I've never actually pre-parted. It's because parting is a very intense arm exercise, and I'm realizing that because now I'm choosing to pre-part so that I can actually just sit down. And yes, it's convenient because as you're braiding, you don't have to worry about the next row that hasn't been parted yet. You can just simply move on to it. That is convenient. But the exercise of standing and stretching your arms for that long and concentrating for that long, I don't know if I'm going to do this method again. I truly don't think this is my method in this life. I think I'd rather stand up and sit down. I see myself doing that when I get to the front section because, baby, it's a lot. It's a lot, but let's push.
A little more to me, dedicating time when I really can't afford to be. I'll provide protection if you open up the door for me. Couple stares, couple texts, couple dates, couple I think that we're ready, couple I think we should wait. Are we acting like a couple? I'm just trying to get it straight, cause I'm over here convinced that it's too early for mistakes. And then
You had to change up the game. Oh, the weather is not the same. Now there's only cloudy days. I can't stand the rain in July.
One eternity later.
And we're done, looking brand new, feeling brand new. That's the end. All right. I'm joking. Stay with me. Stay with me. I need to go fetch a towel to throw over my shoulders because, as you can see, my dress is sleeveless and I don't want to burn. Then I put hot water in a mug and I'm going to dip this one section of my hair into the mug. When I'm dipping it, I make sure that I move it up and down so that my ends don't end up curly. I learned this trick a few years back and it works like a charm. I don't like it when I want straight braids, then they become curly because of the hot water. Then I use a towel and I straighten out the braids like that while also wringing out the water. Now we're going to do the rest of my head and I'll be back. And now it's time to hair dry. The purpose of hair drying is to make sure that I basically dry out most of the water that is in my braids. What you can do is to just leave your braids to air dry, but I honestly did not have that kind of time or patience to just sit in a puddle of water. So I use this compact hair dryer that I got from Clicks maybe 3 years back. I love that it's small. It just fits in, you know, whatever space you're in, and it works perfectly fine. So as you can see, I'm just focusing mostly on my ends because that's where all the water drips down to and it forms small water balls on the end. So I just want to get rid of that, then leave my hair damp, and the rest of it will dry just from the air around me. The final and very important step is scalp care, and I do this with my own blended oil. I go in and place that on my scalp and I make sure to massage it in properly because a scalp that is well nourished is great grounds for hair growth, but also prevents itching that comes from braids and irritation. Plus, you've just been doing a whole lot to your scalp, so you want to make sure that you kind of feed back the moisture and give your scalp something gentle to look after it after everything you've just put it through.
Fireworks exploding, but now it's getting colder. The leaves are turning colors. Why? It's just not our season. The one and only reason. Baby, oh, our summer turned into fall.
damn, tell me where the let all the magic go. I followed the rules and told you everything you had to know. Had you over every night was passionate. Plus you met my mother even if it was an accident. I'm confused, tell me where we go wrong. I was sure that I would be with you for so long. I was planning on this being something worth mentioning. Energy invested in someone I saw potential in. Who killed chivalry? They need to get their sentence in. Meanwhile we arguing and I can't get a sentence in. And just as I predicted, here we go again. They always say the hottest love has the coldest end.
And just like that, your girl is done. We are here with the braids. Braid season is about to be really fun as always because I love me a good set of braids. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much. And if you have any braids related questions, pop them in the comment section below and I will catch you in my next one.
You had to change up the game. Oh, the weather is not the same.